version will document an indicator such as fluency, confident pronunciation, sentence structure, and vocabulary. Then both structured and unstructured play-based activities have been used to get an overall idea to do the research. So there are two main research problems now that corrupting here: limited English speaking fluency among preschoolers in bilingual or non-English speaking backgrounds, the impact of traditional language teaching methods for young learners that used the earlier section, because the population that got from KG2 student, they came from KG1. So, and they changed the school background also. So from that only the issue came up, and also some students are speaking Sinhala and English both language, and some students are speaking English only. So the research questions: which roles do structured play activities play in improving speaking fluency among preschoolers learning English? How do unstructured play activities influence spontaneous language use and conversational skills in preschool age English language? What are the types of specific play activities are most effective in promoting skill of preschoolers? How does this educator feedback during play-based learning influence preschoolers language?
When you say which role, when you say which, you have to refer to something. What are those which referring to? There is a right there, the word which you have to be, because when you say which of the options, which of the, yes, you have to show an option. So the word which you have to be, I think you have to be careful. You need to think of a different word.
So then the objectives in this research to examine the role of structured play activities in improving English speaking fluency among preschoolers, to investigate how these unstructured play activities influence spontaneous language use and conversation skills in preschool languages, to identify the most effective type of play activities for enhancing the speaking skills in preschool, to analyze the impact of educator feedback during these play-based learning activities. So when it comes to the literature review, there are two main literature approaches there. One is socio-cultural theory by Viva, and one is constructivist approach by Jean Piaget. And also there are another international research was there, Keerthisinghe and Galle in 1993, and also Keerthisinghe 2018 from Global Research. So these all the researchers are comparing with early childhood, but they are not mentioned and they are not proving anything with the early childhood people. But the research, the way this thing is finding only not only the commenting side. So when doing this research, only creating with preschoolers and early childhood method following, and then they are using English and Sinhala language both. So when it comes to data collection, structured observation checklist, language assessment, parent and educator feedback was there. So when it comes to structured observation checklist, before doing this research, they have to, I need two groups divided into control group and intervention group. Before dividing them into that group, first doing is while doing the circle time, they got a question like, what did you do during your holiday? So then they get an, for that question, they gave the answers within proper English question, proper English answers and minor English answers. Then when it comes to the language assessment, there are simple pre and post tests was there. So from this method, they used picture description with structured question and answers in a competitive manner. Then the parent and educator feedback was there. From this deep surveys, parents attend the study sessions and allowing a broader understanding of language development. So these are some picture improvement. Then when it comes to data analysis, structured play, picture card conversation with picture description, introducing in structured questions and answers within with a competitive manner. Then the unstructured play sessions like free play, music session and peer communications. Then the educator guidance for control group, that one with the storytelling and story sessions. When it comes to pre and post test comparison, those 5 stages was there, so those 5 stages was completely given below to compare with this pre and post test element. And the feedback that got from these surveys convert into a quantitative data by using a scales and pie chart and bar chart. So these are post-test scores and pre-test scores when doing the thing. When doing the research, there's a main follower or main target is there. So my research is doing the early years foundation stage, EYFS framework following. So then only get a good idea and overall idea with the previous activities, right, such as structured and unstructured play activities there. So when it comes to the findings, most important thing was non-native speakers was there. From that non-native speakers, lip movement, facial expressions and body language was there. From that only got the scores about pronunciation, the confidence and the fluency of their lip movements and these expressions and body language.
When you say structured play and unstructured play, what does it mean? How do you define structured play and unstructured play? What is the definition?
So structured
What is the
play,
demarcation?
structured play is when we are structuring something like descriptive way. Then when unstructured play is like doing normal personal like peer communication, free play sessions, doing like group wise.
So when you say play, are you talking about role play or are you talking about drama? Okay, then you have to use the word role play because play means a drama. Understand? Right? You have to be careful with your wording because structured role play. You get my point? Okay? You can't just call it play. Clear?
Yes.
Okay.
So then the findings, the other one is teacher educate feedback. It was less because of the limitation in school period, but parent feedback has unreleased to getting answers. Then in unstructured play, when it's come to students' free play time, because like vocabulary plus sentence structure has involved to do that basics child speaking development was there. So the suggestions like teachers should provide structured play activities with clear language code, such as vocabulary building games and phonic-based storytelling. And so also, this is giving an example with Vygotsky 1978, but from this research is proving if we use a phonic-based, like in Sri Lankan context, always using alphabetical order, numerical order, and same context, but when following doing the play-based activities, using phonics and like speaking in the sense they can use some in development. Then a mix of guided play and teacher-led instruction ensure both this structured and spontaneous language development. Then parents can support the fluency by reinforcing English alongside the child's first language. More research can be conducted using these play-based activities. So these are the references.
You said that this is what?
These are the surveys that sent to parents and teachers.
Do you have your questionnaires and all that?
These are the questions.
Okay. So these how did you this is just the questionnaire or there are more questions?
This is just the yes. This is 5 questions.
I'm sorry?
5 questions. 6 questions.
So you said
These questions have created with the pre-questions and post-question both are added. So,
what is the tool that you use to analyze?
the pie charts and bar charts.
Pie charts and bar charts are not a tool, they are visualization. What SPSS?
Excel.
You use Excel. Excel was used to look at the frequency or what?
Yeah.
Go ahead.